So the Standard is reporting that nearly a quarter of parents with adult children in the UK have had their kids boomerang back home to live with them for an average period of about 2 years. So, Ed, how would you feel about your kids, your adult kids moving back in?
The audience is not
Put you on
here
the
for
spot,
it.
but
I love my children dearly. They are not children anymore, they're adults. I'm really fortunate to be able to help them out. It would be tough for people the age of my children to live on their own in Toronto without some assistance.
Which is what, early 20, late 20s?
Late. My daughter's 29, I got a 25 and a 22-year-old.
okay.
Yeah.
22-year-old is still at home,
Yeah.
though currently in Vietnam.
Really? That's
Traveling around with his buddies, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm very sympathetic to parents that have been looking forward to the empty nest stage, but I think it's incredibly difficult for kids to be on their own in this environment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting that you say, you know, you're kind of like, okay, time to go, kids, leave the nest. Culturally, there are many cultures that the kids are there up until they get married, and some of them choose to even stay. And,
Yeah, they like
and so
to exit.
I will say this, when I was pregnant, I decided to move back home to the farm because we were doing a big reno on a house that we bought. We gutted it, but I also wanted to be there because I knew I would need help with the baby. And that's another thing that's happening.
Intergenerational.
Is keep it
Yeah.
intergenerational. And in fact, multi-generational homes and those kind of family situations, it's the fastest growing housing segment in all of Canada.
Wow.
It's the fastest.
And every study ever says it's better for everybody.
Yeah.
It really does. And it's
Right?
becoming
Yeah.
more normalized. I think there was a time when it was like, oh my gosh, it's failure to launch. There's movies about it, right? Failure to launch. The kids don't leave. They can't afford it, but you also have a rapidly aging parental population. So it actually helps not only the kids financially, but you've got aging parents, and sometimes you just also want to be there for the parents. So it's not just for the kids' benefit, it's actually for the parents as well.
But this story is interesting. It's talking about adult children, I think, who have already left the nest and have to come back. And I think on both sides, like the parents would probably be, you know, respectfully a little put out by that. But the adult kids would also feel, I think, like a sense of shame and embarrassment that, like, I couldn't do it. And now I have to come back home.
But
so
what
I
if the
think if they
house-
could get together and just make the best of it, you
What
know?
if the house they're coming back to is as cool as my house?
Wow.
Oh, well, then we never
pool
leave.
table?
My 22-year-old, I said, hey, listen, when you're ready, you know, we'll help out if you want to get your own place. He goes, I'm not leaving here. He goes, this place has amenities.
Yeah.
Like a hotel.
Yeah.
Listen, I think these are all valid points, but I'm just gonna play devil's advocate and be like, well, not all adult children are created equally. Not all of them are wonderful. Not all of them you want back in your house. And I'd say maybe you have an adult son who's on the dating sites and likes to bring the ladies back to your house and he likes to smoke the strange cigarettes. Maybe you don't want that son coming back.
Yep.
We have a family member whose name I will not mention, but behind their back we call them the hurricane, because whenever they stay at a family member's house, overnight your whole house is like a hurricane hit it. Their stuff is everywhere, and I'm thinking there's no way I could have that person move back, especially as I'm retired and set in my ways.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'll build you a shed in the back. I don't know. We gotta find
Gotta be
some kind
nimble.
of
There's a
we gotta find
workaround.
something.
Those little tiny homes?
Yes.
There you go.
I would buy one of those.
Tiny homes, yes.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.